Satisfaction. That was not only the first big hit for the Rolling Stones, it's also the feeling they must have when they check the box office every night. The Stones are in the final lap of a 16-week tour that reaffirms their title as the heavyweight champions of rock and roll. And NBC's chief financial correspondent Mike Jensen reports tonight, a Rolling Stone gathers a lot of dough.
This is the show that is packing them in. The Stones are among rock and roll's most durable performers. A lot of people here started listening to them more than 25 years ago. Now their children are doing the same thing. And the Stones, once the bad boys of rock and roll, have become part of the establishment, a money-making machine.
It's probably the most successful rock tour in American history on every level. Largest grossing merchandise and the best reviews anybody's ever seen.
3 million tickets will be sold on this tour at an average price of $28.50. That's a total box office of almost $90 million.
Keeping a close eye on every dollar is Mick Jagger. He's more than just the star. He's a shrewd, middle-aged businessman, 46 years old, who attended the London School of Economics.
I also have a side of me which likes producing things, which is getting people together, you know, the best lighting man, the best sound people, and the best financial people, and to get them all in a group and sometimes all in one room, and to make the whole show work.
60 shows in 32 cities, 4 stage sets which leapfrog from city to city. It takes 5 days to set one up.
When you add up stagehands and security and building staff and the backstage caterers, etc., and transportation people, I think it employs over 1,000 people.
The costs are high, but the Stones take in a staggering amount of money. In addition to the ticket money, there's $6 million from Budweiser, which has its name all over the place and features the Stones in TV commercials.
The Steel Wheels Tour, brought to you by the King of Beers.
The new Stones album is expected to earn the group $5 million. Then there's the merchandise, a lot more than t-shirts and hats. The Stones created designer clothing called Rockwear, leather jackets for $450. Special boutiques at Macy's and J.C. Penney.
You can't go to the concert if you don't have a t-shirt, 40 years old or not.
All this has made Mick Jagger and the rest of the Stones multi-millionaires.
In the early 60s when we started, it was not really a money-making thing. Later on in the 60s, it became an industry.
And what an industry. Each show on this tour is a 2.5-hour extravaganza with fireworks, lasers, choreography, and good old-fashioned rock and roll. Mike Jensen, NBC News, Houston.
That's our news for this Wednesday night.